Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, Queen Tulsa, and definitely welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. Tonight, we will be discussing P. Diddy, Kim Porter story. Finally heard. The psychic, Sloan Bella, revealed he's going down. Hello to One Fly Lady Sparkle 999. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen here. Today is a particular day that we are going to dive into some things. Today, the current time is Saturday, August the 3rd. The current time is 1:34 a.m. Central Time, 2:34 a.m. Eastern Time. And it is 11 o'clock Pacific Time, 11:34 Pacific Time a.m. Well, p.m. Let's really we got a lot to get into, so let me go ahead and bring up our thumbnail because Sloan Bella, along with other psychics, have done readings on Miss Kim Porter. Okay. Let me see, where should we start? I think that we should start here. Here's some info that I had come across and I thought would be very important for us all to kind of like review together. And so without further ado, this article is by hiphopdx.com. Diddy accused of running musical prison camps as merciless, making the band clips go viral. Published on March the 1st, 2022. And this is by Mark Ellie Burt. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get some background music so we can relax as we go through this. And I'll also say trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Some of these topics are going to be heavy as we dive through. Diddy's Making the Band 2 was an early 2000s MTV classic as the Bad Boy Records founder searched for the next best hip-hop group. The show ran from 3 seasons before branching out into Making the Band 3 and 4, which each series holding a special place in fans' hearts. For all the memorable moments, on Monday, February 28th, 2 clips from episodes on Making the Band 2 and 4 circulated online, and fans couldn't believe how wild the shows were, especially how Diddy ordered the show's participants around. The clip came from Making the Band 4, where Diddy had everyone line up on opposite sides and compete in a singing battle to see who wanted the opportunity more. What made the clip so memorable was the fact that all the men were dressed in leisure wear, and singing to each other with conviction. While Diddy cold gaze looked upon them, honey. People on social media were quick to say Sean Combs was doing too much with the battle. Diddy was really running musical prison camps on making the band, one fan wrote, while another said, it's the fact that Diddy made them line up and sing aggressively at each other that takes me out every time. The second video was from Making the Band 2, where Diddy asked members of his hip hop group, the band, to walk to Brooklyn from Midtown Manhattan to get him some cheesecake from the famous Junior's Cheesecake Restaurant. The moment went down in TV history as the group actually went and got the task done. If Diddy wasn't shutting the studio down, he was making them walk all the way to Brooklyn to get him a slice of cheesecake. Making the Band 2 was MTV's Squid Game. Someone wrote, while another said, let's talk about how Diddy invented DoorDash. Child, let's get into this. Diddy's tenure on Making the Band ended in 2009 when the fourth series aired its final episode in April. There were reports in 2019 that Diddy and MTV were going to bring back a new version of the show in 2020, with the hip hop mogul taking to social media with the announcement. MTV and I are back together again. Making the Band is coming back bigger, bolder, and more cutting edge, Diddy said in a since deleted Instagram post. Making the Band on MTV was the premiere of reality TV. We're going to bring that supernatural energy back to the format and bring the world's its next global superstars. Diddy was looking for singers to form a new R&B group. Unfortunately, nothing materialized as COVID-19 postponed the premiere to 2021. After that initial update, fans were let down again, but nothing happened in 2021. Okay? So, get into that. Okay? Very deep, very serious, and there's like so much that we are about to get into, y'all. And I want y'all to prepare yourselves, okay? Because we are here for Miss Kim Porter and her case to be reopened. You know, we need her case reopened. And shout out to Sloan Bella. Okay, she is a psychic, and y'all listen here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of research. And before we dive into it, I need you to like that button. Okay, so here we are now. We're about to review some content. And like I said, fair use and disclaimer, trigger warning. This is Miss Sloan Bella. She is speaking on the Kim Porter and P. Diddy's spiritual policy. So there was a spiritual policy in place. Let's get into it.
In order to keep our energy attached to his energy and attached to the idea that that's the way to live. That's not the way to live, because he's basically void inside. Okay, so there's a voidness. Kim Porter stands up so strong. Okay, she stands up so strong. I am being represented, and they will find out what he did. So somebody is legally representing her in her death, is what I'm being told. I don't know who it is or how that works, but somebody is representing her. I am not without basis for somebody to help me. She's being helped, and it's not behind the scenes. Somebody on this side is helping her image, her.
So get into that. This woman said that someone is helping her get her story out there. You know, and here we are in 2024, And we have the privilege of knowing that Miss Kim Porter was writing her book, and she was her story was not going to be unheard. Let's get into it.
Memory, her spirit on that side. She is not going to remain listed as a pneumonia death. I mean, it might be, but people are going to know what happened to her.
Okay, so get into this, y'all. Y'all see what Miss Kim Porter is doing in this thumbnail? That's what we're about to do right now. So for this moment, we are going to take and we are going to get our communion, get our meditation. Your communion could be water. Your meditation could be 420. Okay, get into it. Let's go.
Is a really good girlfriend, and there's a series of girlfriends, actually. There's a whole series, and I distinguish a difference with one of them because the girl's hair color is different. So this other woman looks like an actress as well, who was very close to Kim Porter. And she had, I'm just going to say it, like strawberry hair, or the hair is strawberry. She prefers that color. She's been secretly working behind the scenes to get information. And don't think, if you're in his circle or you're around him, that you're untouchable, because they're telling me he is being brought down. He is being sacrificed in favor of his mentor. So there is a mentor that did to him what he did to this current girlfriend and to Kim Porter and every other person that he's been around to take advantage of on an energetic level. He is now going to reap that. That is now happening to him because they don't want the person who groomed him to go down. And that guy hides in the background. There's a whole bunch of like political stuff going on. Like there's political stuff. There's ties to this country, that country. Don't think it's just about the music. The clothing was the clothing people love. I've talked to dudes that love the clothing. You hear the kids in school, they all want to wear the clothing, right? The clothing is a front for something else. The clothing is a front. Of course, they have to produce clothing, obviously, or you can't sell clothing, but it's a front for something else. That clothing.
Well, at one point in time, if memory serves me correctly, didn't Diddy steal off the clothing line? Did he sell it off and did he buy it back? I want to say he did. And guess what, you all? This thumbnail right here, this is like a thumbnail that I have put out when Bishop T.D. Jakes was, that swallowed that video. And look, I want y'all to look at this this thumbnail. Bussy Bandits, Power Bottom, Fair Use Commentary, FO, Our Takedown. Kim Porter gets justice from the grave. Baby, let's get into it.
To see what came through. Now, as we all know, Kim Porter is the former girlfriend and mother of 3 of P. Diddy's kids, who passed away on November 15th of 2018 of some sort of bacterial pneumonia. That is the cause of death, or what they released to the public as the reason for this young, vibrant woman's passing, because, yeah, that's normal. The problem with this energy of what's going on this week with P. Diddy is he thinks he's being basically forced into the media for something that he doesn't feel is as bad as it is. His former girlfriend, the one that accused him of trafficking, kidnapping.
So let's get into this. Actually, I'm going to bring up another clip. And I want y'all to really get up into this one, because this one right here with Mr. Gene Deal. This one is a lot. This one right here, this one is a lot. Let's get into
the day she died.
Yo, I heard that the paperclip party broke that story because it was told to them by Kim's Porter father that is in the police report. That this is in the police report. That Dallas Austin's daughter, who was a friend of Kim's, left her house at 8 o'clock. That Kim had made a call, 911 call at 2:15 that morning. And I don't know what happened in the 911 call or what was said, but they said that Dallas Austin's daughter, according to Kim's father, was the woman that left her house at 8:15. So she was the last person, according to her, to see Kim alive.
Okay. So y'all heard that, right? That's Mr. Gene Deal. That was P. Diddy's security. And one thing I can say about him is he stands on business and he's been forthcoming with what he knows, you know? But let's get back into this reading.
Blackmail, sexual abuse, drug addiction, which is kind of what they do when they traffic people. They keep you in a state of being drugged so you can't fight back. That happens all the time. That's why they drug you. That's why you see working girls on the street being drugged, because why the hell would they be out there unless they were drugged once they start doing it, right? Maybe the first day they don't know what they're getting themselves into, but a week into it, they probably want to take off. And then it becomes two things: an issue of shame and an issue of being medicated and unable to form a congruent thought to be able to say, I need to get away from this guy. You know, you need to get away from him. Finally, Cassie was able to speak, and she was helped by an older man really close to her family who held her hand. So somebody came to help her out of that. I actually see that energetically. Now, when we're talking about the way that P. Diddy allegedly, but it's not alleged, it's actually factually, everybody says allegedly. If people would talk in realistic terms, because people know enough about P. Diddy to know that that is how he treated her. It's not really alleged. It's like out there, okay? And it's especially out there now. He settled immediately. Now, I wanted to focus on the energy of Kim to see how she felt about it. And I want everybody to understand that she really focuses on her children and their heart and how they're going to feel, because they're protective of their father. They want to have a connection with their family members. They lost their mother. So when you lose your mother and you have a mother and father, you have other family too, but they're not your mother and father. So there's sadness from her part around that, because the sadness is that her kids were left in this predicament where that is their surviving parent. There's also a tremendous amount of sadness from her about her family, in particular siblings and mother, who cannot get past what happened to her, cannot get over it. And it's not that you get over that. You don't get over the death of a child or a sibling, but they are stuck. And the reason they're stuck is because they want the truth. And she's acknowledging this, and the truth is slowly trickling out. So they are going to get the answers that they want. And I'm also being told that there is somebody looking into the physical traits of Kim, meaning whatever physicality they have. I don't know if they had a toothbrush with toothpaste. I don't know if they had hair from her hairbrush. I don't know what they have, but they have physical written documentation, okay? Like as in somebody recorded her talking, or she recorded it. And they have some sort of evidence with her physical body. So this is either something the coroner collected or it was collected before, but you can run tests on it. The family 100% feels that she didn't die of, quote, the natural causes that they said. And they would be right. It was too easy to say she died like that. This is what bothers her. This bothers her. She tries to talk to her family. She tries to talk to them. She's kind of funny. I'm sure all of our loved ones try to do that, but the family will feel her and will have a sense of knowing she's there. but the level of sadness that they feel worries her quite a bit. So she's very, very aware of that. When I mention her former boyfriend, the energy pulls back. So she's not so focused on him. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming, is what she said. I knew this was coming. It was set into motion going back 16 years. He had a 16-year climb. I don't know what happened in 2007, but he had some sort of a shift energetically, and he took a choice or made a choice that took him on the wrong path. He was already on the wrong path, okay? Starting with a J-Lo thing in the club. That is why her career kicked off, because when you keep your mouth shut around P. Diddy, you get rewarded, right? So whatever happened in 2007 was so noted on an energetic level. You cannot escape the frequency of your actions, even if you escape repercussions on earth. You cannot escape frequency. So no matter what you do or say, no matter how you approach things, you cannot escape what you've done. Like if you go out down the street and there's no motive for you to do something to somebody and you rob them and, you know, run them over, if people don't see you and you're not connected to them, obviously they're not going to know who you are because there's no motive. So how would you have repercussions for that if nobody could catch you? So P. Diddy's girlfriend, Cassie, this one that just came out in the media for the horrific abuse she suffered, horrific abuse, and trauma bond and drugged and dragged through the mud and blackmailed. First thing, young ladies out there, and I've said this my whole life, I don't care if you're a sex worker, I don't care if you have orgies, I don't care how many people you sleep with. Don't you carry shame with it. Even if some guy drugged you and you did it, you're like, what the fuck did I do? Speak it so they can't control you. Very important. P. Diddy is operating.
All right, let's get into that. Because before the video that we saw of Diddy, you know, doing what he was doing out there in that hallway to Cassie, before all of that, this is what we were provided with. And like I said, other readers, other psychics, other intuitives. And when we think about just not only Kim Porter, Kimora Lee Simmons knows something. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was her that was working with them. Because remember, Kimora, her house had caught on fire all of a sudden. I think it was like her fireplace or something like that. Yeah, it was definitely a lot going on. Let's get into this part right here. Mr. Gene Deal had actually done an interview, and oh my goodness, everything is just like, it feels like it's coming full circle, which it is, you know. But let's get into this.
That's crazy. Now, what was Kim's state? Why did, and in the report, didn't it say she had blood on the pillow and bruises or something like that? The case needs to be reopened, man. The case really needs to be reopened.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? That Mr. Gene Deal was Puff Daddy's security guard. He was around when J-Lo, he was around He was around, y'all. He was around. And it was one point in time, he told Diddy, like, if you ever, do that, he did something out of the line and he got checked. He said he checked them. And it wasn't even about the career anymore. MJE says we're getting picked up since high school by these dudes, and now her daughter is talking about a generational curse. I wish them nothing but the very best and healing in the process. Child, let's get into it.
Because if that girl was there and she said that Kim was all right, what happened from 8 to 11? And why did all Kim's stuff come up missing?
I ain't know any of that, man. I never heard of that. So when they found her, she had bruises and a lot of her stuff was missing.
Bro, it's a lot of suspect things going on. First and foremost, in our day and time, other than a house key, a woman gonna keep her phone, and she got a lot of different purses, but everybody always grab their phone. Why come right till today, right now, nobody knows what Kim Porter phone is? And they know they had iPhones. Why have nobody went to the cloud and got the text messages and the things off her phone?
Great question. Great question. Oh, you were saying Kimura. Yeah, well, see, this is a thing. I don't think a lot of people know about Miss Kim Porter is that they were trying to scout her like when she was in high school. And, instead of like jumping in the industry, she was like, no, I want to finish school. And, she finished school and she became like the homecoming queeners. I believe she had become the homecoming queen, and she really got her mark there. It was like education was first to her. I mean, and I admire that because it's like, we were always told your education is very important. Education is very important. And it is. Let's talk about Miss Kim Porter's special. Brings the house down, okay? And you know what? Let's get into this. Let's get into Biggie Smalls. I mean, and how Diddy did him when that man left up out of here. Instead of paying homage to him, he decided to, oh no, he's gone. Let me get my glory. Allegedly. MJE says, talking about how Kimura was being picked up by shady characters in high school. And now look at her daughter. It's sad. Apologies. I am watering my garden. Oh, no. You're good. We want you to sound off. Definitely sound off. And I'm glad that you brought that up because I want y'all to get up into this. I want y'all to get up into this. Okay, I'm about to upload it to. All right, give me 1 second as I pull these documents up because, child, it is a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. Okay, let's go. So I'm about to bring it up right now. So y'all tell me y'all feelings about it. How do y'all feel about Miss Kim Porter? Do y'all feel like Diddy had anything to do with it? And I want y'all to get this. There was a coroner that, you know, identified that there was something that happened. There were tests that were done that stated, this wasn't a natural cause. This wasn't a natural cause, allegedly. And then if we want to really just get into it, we can go back to the Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. Let's talk about Tupac. Let's talk about the time when he was in the studio in New York and Notorious B.I.G. and Diddy was in that same studio. Let's talk about Wolf. That was his right-hand man that was there, for him in hard and tough times. Let's wake that up. MJE says, talking about how Kimora was being... Oh, okay. I think I read that one already. Okay, you said, now it seems like they're doing these types of processes to kindergartners. Look at Lorena, Texas right now. Lorena, Texas. Oh, baby. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead. Oh, yes. Okay. Good. I was able to transfer him over. Okay, good. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. I have to pull this up, child. And speaking of Kimora, I was live like one day and I saw her daughter on there. And this is kind of like around the time where when she had went viral for being with like the older gentleman. All right, y'all, get into this right quick.
I don't know.
You also recorded a poem for the exhibition.
Let's
which
see.
Apparently, it just repeats.
Okay, so this right here, this is, what looks to be like a prison camp. Okay, let me run this back.
I worked with her on the shoot as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
You also recorded a poem for the exhibition.
Let's
which
see.
Apparently, it just repeats.
Okay. And those are names of other camps. Okay, let me look up Lorena, Texas, right quick before I move forward. Lorena, Texas. Lorena. Did you say Lorena or Loreno? Let me see. Lorena, Texas. Lorena, Texas. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right, now I did want to upload this one. Okay, this is the one that I wanted to upload. Let me see. Okay, I got it. Y'all just give me 1 second. I feel like y'all need to do this. Okay. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. Did it bring it up? Uh-oh. Oh, we got a super chat. Hey. Hold on 1 second. Let me Oh, thank you, MJE. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I tried to pull this up. Is it playing? All right, y'all, hold on. Watch this.
You did get pizza. Okay. What else do I need to do? Am I missing anything, Captain? Oh, lips. Do you like my lip?
Color. It's so cute. I can't believe you.
Listen to this, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me start it over. What is going on? Oh no.
Wandering around Sephora. If that's not like a girl sleigh, I don't know what is.
That was so cute. And we got pizza.
Okay.
You did get pizza. Okay. What else do I need to do? Am I missing anything, Captain? Oh, lips. Do you like my lip?
Color. It's so cute. I can't believe you did liner. I can't do it. I literally never wear liner.
Try. Do you want? I have so clearly I tried. I brought out all the makeup I own for this video.
No, I can't.
Give it
I
a
also
go.
feel like because of my eye shape, I just look better when I have less on the eyes. Just like
Me too. I just do like a very thin line.
I did like a little bit of glitter.
I actually never even do a lot of eyeshadow because it sometimes can get for lip. Favorite lip liner. You're judging me, why?
No, it looks great.
Why are you laughing so hard? What's funny? Whisper, tell me. Oh, yeah. Don't always read the comments. I'm not a crack.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Let me bring up. Okay, let me bring up this other one. All right, bear with me. All right, let's see.
makeup, and it's really good for you. So I am moving around. I'm not a crackhead, once and for all. Thank you very much. Finish my lip, and we can get out of here. So I just blend my lip liner. I only have a couple, honestly. What lip liner do you use, Nars?
I use Makeup Forever, Wherever, Walnut, Universal Earth. Mix them. And then I use...
Those names are killing me. Wherever Walnut. Universal Earth.
What's the other one?
Oh dear. It's not an AOP video if I didn't spill 8 things. I think I'm pretty much done though. I'm gonna clean up with my...
And then I use the Summer Fridays lip gloss. It's
I
the
love that
best.
one. That one's great.
I just ran out.
Blending brush, not blush brush, blending brush.
Wait, that lip color is so cute.
Thank you. I got it in Milan. It's such a
it.
random little... I also got this pencil I'm about to use in Milan. In the airport. That's why I
Is
missed
that
my
mine?
flight. I mean, I think it's a... Technically, but...
White?
I'm about to go like this. Watch. Boom. Boom. I learned this from a makeup artist, Miss Cherish Brooke Hill. A genuine genius.
Wait, I need to start doing
And
that.
so like you cover, basically you cover your, like basically your whole, like you contour your whole nose. Like kind of bronzer-ish. And then you re-highlight it.
Oh my god. I need that.
You let it sit for a second. While I put on my perfume so it doesn't get on the outfit. You love this perfume, don't you? I assume you would.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, Sage. It's like a really popular, very LA girl. You know, I don't mind being a corny hippie. Essential oils, Ryan, obsessed with it. Am I missing anything? Oh, highlighter. But I'll blend this first. I learned from, I mean, you don't need the video, but I'll send it to you. It's called Why Your Makeup Sucks. And I guess basically one of the tips that I was like, oh, I do that. You shouldn't like blend everything right away because then you're just moving wet colors around your face.
Is it,
Okay, so what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that, honey? I mean, it's like she was out there with that older man. Then she had become very fidgety. She had become, I don't know. I don't hang around the woman on a daily basis or the young lady on a daily basis. But I just thought that was strange. I just kind of thought that it was kind of strange behavior, you know? No shade, you know? But I did kind of feel like it was strange behavior. And Kimora. Yeah, I don't know if you all know, but Kimora, honey, she was out there at a young age. And listen here, her mother, okay, I'm heavy on her mother. Her mother, you know, was okay with it. You know, these meetings and things like that. And, you know, heck, you know, she was, you know, walking the runway instead of walking down the hallways of school. You know? And I say this respectfully, I'm painting a picture of the time zone and the time frame and where the world was at this current time. You know? Let's get into it. And Russell Simmons is her father. Let's get into this. Yeah, she looks very malnourished. Oh. I go get her a sandwich or a burger or something. Listen here. That would be my go-to. If she was my friend and we were going to hook up, let's go out and get a bite to eat, you know?
All right, sweetie. And then lip gloss wise, I'm gonna do You know me and my contour addiction. It's a huge problem I have.
Oh, I never do it up there, like on the temples.
So what I've learned is how much you get blown out by like these, I guess, professional cameras, because I kept going to events doing my own makeup, and it was so bad. Like the pictures, I'd be like, wait, I look so cute. Like, how could that possibly have happened? And then the pictures would be like, what? Absolute shock. So it's kind of like how ice skaters do their makeup, you know, like where they have to do a little more
Yeah.
because of the cameras. Warmed up the forehead.
I'm actually learning so much.
Wait, you taught me how to do
I'm
makeup.
obsessed with that like white eyeliner trick because I actually do white eyeliner but under my eyes.
When I want my eyes to look, oh, actually, maybe I'll do that today. Do you see? Maybe not. I don't have time. All right, I'm gonna do. I'll do a little. Where do I want my eyes to be wider? Probably. So you have to put the most of it where you want your eye to. So this would be here, here, and here. Because I'm not doing like white eyeliner look at the moment. I can't keep getting up and showing them the beach ball, but people are like, why is she moving like that? Because it's good to keep.
Is that
It's-
beach ball or those people?
Oh no, it's a, it's called Bloom. I ordered it from. Where did I order it from? You know me. Does my neck match now?
Yeah.
Okay. And listen, I'm not even trying to be funny, but child, trying to do your makeup while you're high, girl. Back in the day, oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Being a beginner, you know, but oh, child, I don't know. That took me somewhere. That right there, that took me somewhere. And her friend in the back was like, what is going on? You know, what is going on? And her, I mean, I'm kind of speechless, but I'll say this. We're giving you the mind frame of a mother of this child that was pretty much, you know, pimped out to the industry. Kimora Lee Simmons was definitely out there on those runways. Like I said, while she was walking runways, Miss Kim Porter was walking down the school hallways and getting her education. She was crowned. And then when time permit, she ended up being in magazines. And she got introduced by Bill Cosby. I don't know if a lot of y'all know that. But yeah, yeah. So do y'all know anything about Joanne Perkins? That's Kimora Lee Simmons' mother. And they're from St. Louis. They're from St. Louis. And so no shade to St. Louis. Shout out to all my St. Louis people. But there were sacrifices made. There were sacrifices made, people. Let's get back into this. This reading with Sloan Bella, and I wanted to bring that out because I feel that Kimora feels like she owes this to Kim Porter. You know, because little do we know it could have been her. But then when we think about that corner was, oh my goodness, was for so many people. Uh, Whitney Houston. Uh, oh my goodness. I had a brain fart, but it's a whole list of people that this coroner had done autopsies for, right? Child, they're seeing that there is corruption allegedly going on. And that's why they want these cases to be reopened. You know, let's be honest. Queen Tulsa, you are educated and well represented. Yes, because listen here, I know the corruption and, money. Money, if you have a lot of it, it becomes power, y'all. It becomes power. And people will say, oh, I'll never bend, I'll never fold. Listen here, the right amount of money shoved in your face, what would you do? Not everybody will do it, but man, if you told me to question like some family shoes, some of those family members will go ahead and take that money. Okay. Some friends too. I mean, look at Shanquilla Robinson. I'm assuming the tapes told many stories. And you know what? When they did that raid, when they did that raid, listen, why do y'all think that Mama Combs then got rushed to the hospital? Why do y'all believe that is so? Because she has the news. She knows that her son is going down. She knows that filthy rag. It's time to go into the wash. It's time to go up into the wash. And Mary J. Blige, I mean, I really want y'all to look at this photo. This photo right here. Oh, let me thank you for the for our super chat. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I was so into this. Let me thank you so much. We really appreciate you for what you do for us. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. Each and everything that you all do for us. Yes, yes, yes. Donation, like, support. Thank you so much for that super sticker, MJE. All right, Ms. Barbara says the bottom line, everything P. Diddy did once was being covered up. Now everything is being covered by the Illuminati, bottom line. All right, Ms. Barbara says, wow, maybe all along P. Diddy set up Tupac Shakur, but believe Biggie had nothing to do with it. Game over. Yes. Listen, Miss Barbara, it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. Let's go ahead and revisit this on another hour of a broadcast. This right here is what I want you all to see. This right here is what I want you all to see. Okay, now also, okay, so what is his mother? Okay, so for some reason, what is going on? Okay. Okay, so I want to bring up this specific photo. All right, so get into this photo right here. What do we just from this photo right here with this blonde hair and things like that? That's a similar look for the girls that Diddy, take on, like the Mary J. Blige. I don't know. It's given like she's the madam of it all. Like he's a Hugh Hefner and she's like the top notch, madam. I want to know what experiences um that Miss Janice has had with the ladies of Diddy's life. I do want to zip it back over here to. I do want to zip it back over here to. Oh my goodness, did I? Okay. So pretty much this is what I want to do. I want to upload, or actually I want to add to the screen this this reading on him. All right, let's go.
Off of a frequency that is fear based. And it does one of two things when he does this. When he has a relationship with a girl like Cassie, number one, she's young and she's basically pliable. Okay. So there's a huge age difference there because women his own age might not be as impressed with him. Okay. So she assumes that he's coming at her in a relationship in an authentic way. Although I will say, I feel like she was forced into the relationship with P. Diddy from someone else. And by forced, I mean someone introduced them and kind of said, this is expected of you. If you want this to happen, this is expected of you. So I don't feel it was like a love at first sight thing for her. I feel like she was doing what she thought she should do. And she was kind of done with it like almost instantly. The blackmailing, the trafficking, the drugging. That's what trafficking is. Keeping somebody against their free will, especially when they're not sober, and forcing them into actions and situations that go against their moral compass in order to degrade them and then control them with said actions that degraded them. So don't let anything degrade you. Take responsibility for what you do and say, I was fucked up. I was drugged. He drugged me. That's not really your responsibility, but you can say it and start speaking it. That removes his power. What he's doing to her is a form of vampirism. He's not biting her neck and sucking her blood. That's not what I mean. But energetically, he's enjoying it and he's pulling her energy to him because he's controlling it. That's what he likes to do. Now, here's an interesting twist in this. He settled so quickly, obviously, because he didn't want to go into court. She didn't want to go into court either. I wouldn't want to go into court. I wouldn't want them calling me all kinds of names like, why didn't you leave? I mean, they're not well versed on trauma bonds and all kinds of things that happen that we have now become to understand what these things are. A lot of us through family circumstances, all kinds of things. And when you add drugs to it, you really don't have your free will.
So let's get into the fact that Miss Kim Porter was a debutante. Okay, get into that. When I tell you this woman is so sophisticated, she's so just fascinating. And it's like, it's so sad because it's like life cut too short. I mean, this woman was not only beautiful on the outside, but she was also beautiful on the inside. So I want to give you a little history on Miss Kim Porter, and then we'll conclude this broadcast and we'll come back later. In June 1988, Miss Porter graduated In July, she moved to New York. Leaving my mom to come here was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do because we're so close. But I knew I had to do so if I was serious about modeling, says her mother, Sarah Porter, the protective custody coordinator for Columbus Juvenile Court. I didn't move with her because of the restaurant. Miss Porter, daughter of Leela Starr, owner of the it was a cafe restaurant, uses her lunch hour to help out at different events. Listen here. I want to thank you all so much for taking your time out to listen to this broadcast. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for taking the poll. And on that note, we're going to wrap this case up until our next broadcast. But make sure you have all of your notifications set and make sure you have your headbuds in, and because you just never know when we're going to go live. So on that note, thank you so much and have a great evening on What's on Purpose, because Miss Kim Porter special brings the house down. All right, we're going to head off into Queen City in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shout out to MJE for the super sticker. Until next time. All